Okay, Mr. Rajagopalan, senior journalist, TSR Subramaniam, former cabinet secretary, Sankarshan Thakur, on the mystery of Sonia Gandhi's march this morning, right, to Manmohan Singh's house, Shrikant Sharma of the BJP, and of course Sanjay Jha of the Congress party. Thank you very much. Shrikant Sharma ji, pehle aap bataiye mujhe ki what do you think? What is the real reason? Why did Sonia Gandhi march to Manmohan Singh's house this morning? I think it is because Sonia Gandhi is scared that Manmohan Singh will spill the beans. What do you think?
अर्नब, कांग्रेस डरी हुई है, कांग्रेस सहमी हुई है और इसीलिए 10 साल में जो रास्ता सोनिया जी तय नहीं कर पाई, क्योंकि सोनिया जी के घर से मनमोहन सिंह जी का घर 400 मीटर की दूरी पर है। और जब मनमोहन सिंह चाहते थे 2004 और 5 में कोल ऑक्शन ट्रांसपेरेंट बिडिंग के तर्ज पर हो, उस समय के कोल सेक्रेटरी चाहते थे कि कोयला खदानों का आवंटन नीलामी के माध्यम से हो, तो आखिर कौन सी ताकत थी जो मनमोहन सिंह साहब को यह सब काम करने से रोक रही थी? और मनमोहन सिंह साहब जब ईरान की यात्रा से वापस दिल्ली आ रहे थे, तब उन्होंने मीडिया के साथ, मीडिया रिपोर्ट्स भी आई थी कि मुझे तो कोयला में बदनाम किया जा रहा है, मैं तो वही कर रहा हूं जो कांग्रेस नेतृत्व के जो राजनीतिक सचिव हैं अहमद पटेल साहब, जो मुझे फोन करते हैं, मुझे चिट्ठियां भेजते हैं, उसी के आधार पर कोल ब्लॉक का आवंटन होता है। सोनिया गांधी जी अगर उस समय मनमोहन सिंह जी का समर्थन करती तो मुझे लगता है कि देश के अंदर और दुनिया के अंदर भारत की छवि खराब नहीं होती और कांग्रेस के बुरे दिनों की शुरुआत नहीं होती। बेहतर होता कि उस समय मनमोहन सिंह जी को सोनिया जी सपोर्ट करती। और जिस कोयले को जीरो लॉस की थ्योरी हमारे अर्थशास्त्री चिदम्बरम साहब देते थे, उसी कोयले की खदानों में ई ऑक्शन के माध्यम से अभी तो 204 में से 32 कोल ऑक्शंस हुए हैं, उसी में से देश के खजाने को 3,06,700 करोड़ का फायदा हुआ है, जिसमें चिदम्बरम साहब जीरो लॉस की थ्योरी देते थे। इसलिए अब सच आने का डर है। मनमोहन सिंह साहब पहले ही कह चुके हैं कि अब सच आएगा, सच बताने वाले हैं, क्योंकि देश जानता है मनमोहन सिंह जी की जो छवि है उसके अनुसार देश की जनता अपेक्षा कर रही है। मनमोहन सिंह साहब सच बोलेंगे और जब सच बोलेंगे तो बात बहुत दूर तक जाएगी।
सुनिए, तो सच्चाई सुनने के लिए अब अपने कान खोल के रखिए शर्मा जी। सबसे पहले तो यह हास्य योग्य है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी, आप पारदर्शिता की बात कर रहे हैं। आपको कम से कम इतना तो मालूम होना चाहिए शर्मा जी कि यदि पारदर्शिता नीलामी कोल ब्लॉक एलोकेशन में किसी ने लाया तो भूतपूर्व प्रधानमंत्री डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह ने लाया। और आज जो आप कोल ऑक्शन की बात कर रहे हैं, जो पैसे मिल रहे हैं सरकार को, वो उसका पूरा श्रेय, पूरा 100% श्रेय डॉक्टर
This is not about giving credit.
No, one minute.
This is not about giving credit.
Sharma ji, no, 1 minute.
Sanjay Jha, is it true?
Is it true? I need to tell him.
No, Sanjay Jha,
I need to tell him.
Is it true? Is it true that Manmohan Singh has contacted BJP leaders and that Manmohan Singh is actively, almost on a daily basis, in consultation with BJP leaders? And is it true that sections of the Congress party are very scared that if Manmohan Singh, to defend himself, turns approver, who will he blame?
Well,
but the Congress party leadership. No, so are you scared about that? I mean, that's what he's saying is. Shrikant Sharma, आप क्या कह रहे हैं? आप कह रहे हैं कि सोनिया गांधी is scared that Manmohan Singh will reveal who the real people were who were telling.
It's utter rubbish.
No, but let him reply. Let him reply to it. You may call it rubbish.
Shrikant Sharma is my political adversary. He's going to agree with everything you tell him.
Can I get Sankarshan Thakur?
No, 1 minute.
Can I get Sankarshan
Thakur? Listen, I'm sitting next to you.
Sankarshan is not your political adversary.
Listen, we are at close proximity, Arnab. Let's have a very
No, but Sankarshan is not your political adversary.
I think today the fact that the Congress president, Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji, and senior leaders like Mr. Chidambaram, Mr. Anand Sharma, 1 minute.
She's in panic, isn't
Mr. Kharge,
Sonia Gandhi is in panic.
Is an emphatic manifestation of the Congress party's belief that the attempt by the Bharatiya Janata Party to not agree with the CBI report is an attempt to harass the former Prime Minister.
Is Sonia Gandhi panicking?
And Dr. Manmohan Singh will stand vindicated.
Is Sonia Gandhi
and
panicking?
we will contest this in higher court.
My information, Sanjay Jha.
And why don't we wait for the legal process to play out?
Okay,
Dr. Manmohan Singh, by the way, the one politician whom even the Bharatiya Janata Party agrees they have no choice, has impeccable credentials, unimpeachable integrity, and a flawless career track
I'd like to get TSR Subramaniam and Mr. Rajagopalan, but before I come to them, I want to make one point. You know, it's quite clear Sonia Gandhi is nervous. Sonia Gandhi is wary.
Not at all.
And this reason she walked today.
Not at all.
Well, not at all. Then I'll give you 3 reasons. Where was this?
Give me 30, Arnab.
I'll give you 3.
I'm telling you up front. Listen, I probably deal with the Congress president more often than you do.
That's why you're a biased observer.
Not at all. That's why perhaps I know better than you can speculate.
Well, I'll tell you.
And therefore, Therefore, my dear friend Arnab Goswami, whom I meet very often between 9 and 11 in the nights, let me tell you with extreme confidence, and I'm not trying to give any rhetoric, we have no apprehensions, no fears. Dr. Manmohan Singh, unfortunately, has to face the court summons.
You're sounding nervous.
We will contest it.
Okay.
We believe that in 1 minute, let me read out to you what the CBI
1 second,
said.
please just stop that. Let me tell you the facts.
You are the one who carries white papers all the time. Let me give you a white paper. This is what the CBI said, news our viewers, in August of 2014. No evidence of criminal conspiracy, dishonest intention or criminal misconduct has been observed. So I really don't know why the CBI has done a U-turn.
Okay, so have you finished?
Let it be established.
Have you finished for 3 points?
For the moment,
3 points, please, and I'm then going to Mr. Rajagopal, TSR Subramaniam. This is the funniest moment of the news hour in the entire week, where the person sitting next to me, Sanjay Jha, says, I am an objective observer. He says he is objective about the Congress party.
That's not funny, that's a truth. That's the one truth in news hour over the whole week.
Well, absolutely. You're on thin ice there. Remember, you're skating on thin ice. You're going to fall soon. The fact is, today Sonia Gandhi shows solidarity, Mr. Rajagopalan, with Manmohan Singh. Where was this show of solidarity when the special CBI court in December last year rejected the CBI's closure report in the Hindalco case? Where was this show of solidarity, Mr. TSR Subramaniam, when Manmohan Singh was asked question by the CBI and his statement was asked for on January 20th? No. The fact is, yesterday, Sanjay Jha, let me complete. Yesterday, you will let me complete. You know, 1 second. Yesterday it was very clear. Yesterday it was very clear. I reported yesterday, Mr. Rajagopalan, between 20th of February and 30th of May, Manmohan Singh picked up the phone and spoke to many BJP leaders. He said, I will defend myself. My party will not. What can you do for me? And the BJP leaders told him. Yesterday, BJP leaders met him. For the last 2 weeks, Manmohan Singh has been in touch with BJP leaders. And there is a serious view that in order to defend himself, he may be prepared to spill everything. Sonia Gandhi knows that. And so Sonia Gandhi is going there to somehow, in a state of panic, ensure that Manmohan Singh does not turn approval.
Mr. Rajagopalan.
That rattled Sonia Gandhi. That is why
on record,
today morning march,
rubbish.
It is to silence Dr. Manmohan Singh, not to speak the truth. Now it is high time Dr. Manmohan Singh should speak the truth and he should turn as an approver. Because he was in touch with BJP leaders to soften the stand.
Yeah.
But CBI court taken a different turn. And it is high time Dr. Manmohan Singh speaks the truth.
He spoke the truth in the case of the 2G scam, Mr. TSR Subramaniam, because he admitted eventually, you know, Manmohan Singh cracks when he comes under pressure. To defend himself, up to a point
he also surrenders.
No, 1 second. Of course he does.
Surrender also.
Of course he does. 1 minute. I remember face to face with him.
Demanded his resignation 100 times every year in UPA Dr. Manmohan Singh did not wilt under pressure because he knows he spoke the truth.
I'll play a clip
and by the way, I think I'll play a clip of Dr. Manmohan Singh when he spoke in Parliament and he said, I'm willing to face any scrutiny from CBI or any enforcement agency.
Today morning march was to silence Dr. Manmohan
Singh is convinced.
Congress did a political drama today.
Dr. Rajagopalan, have you even read the CBI report? Have you even read it? Let me read it out to you.
76 pages.
I don't think you know. This is what the CBI report says. The allegation could not be substantiated. The allocation was not done in secrecy or under inducement, under any kind of inducement.
Then why
it was not. Everything was in the public domain.
Why TKNR?
1 minute, listen to this.
Why he was
the biggest role, if at all, that I'm surprised you haven't, is the role of the Odisha government, is the role of Naveen Patnaik's recommendation of Hindalco.
And take the name of TKNR also.
It's got nothing to do with Dr. Manmohan Singh at all.
Sanjay Jha, you take the name of T.K. Nair, who was Principal Secretary to Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh.
Now, why don't you go and share whatever information you have with the CBI? Why are you telling it on a TV studio?
Yeah, it is already there. It is in the judgment copy. It is mentioned very clearly.
Well, I just read out to you. By the way, do you know what the CBI says and why the role of the Odisha government is important?
One second. No. This is not about the role of the... One second. 1 minute, just a minute. So Sanjay Jha, just stop, please. 1 second, Sanjay Jha. Sanjay Jha, 1 minute. Don't try and confuse it in those areas. Try those stunts on other channels which nobody watches. My question is very simple. Try those stunts on other channels which nobody watches. My question is very simple tonight. And my question is, I have no competitors. The question tonight is very simple. And Sankarshan and TSR Subramaniam can come in on this. My question is, TSR Subramaniam and Sankarshan, Manmohan Singh is a mystery. Manmohan Singh has remained quiet. He has something to reveal, Sankarshan and Mr. Subramaniam. He has still not answered a series of questions pertaining to the coal scam, not just in the Hindalco case, Mr. Subramaniam. And at a time when his own integrity has been questioned, he could be forced to confront questions that he has maintained a silence about. Isn't that a reality, Mr. Subramaniam? 1 second. Well, let Mr. Subramaniam.
Arnav, the fact is that the whole country knows that all key decisions in the past few years, except perhaps relating to the nuclear deal, have all not been taken by Manmohan Singh. I think this is now the sort of best known secret in the whole country. I don't think we need to discuss this, number one. Number two, don't forget the two main events of the last 10 years, or the last 30 years, have been Coalgate and 2G. In 2G and Coalgate, in an era of transparency and openness, the country still does not know what all happened inside. The JPC had the chance to examine the three most people directly involved, Chidambaram, Raja and Manmohan Singh. JPC refused to do that. A chance to cross-examine was not available. Today the country does not know. Ultimately, we may have to listen to find out what happened in the courts, number one. Same thing has happened in Coalgate also. The same thing has happened in Coalgate also.
No, one second. Then sue him. Then sue him. What defamatory?
I want to conclude this point.
No, sue him then if you think it's defamatory.
No,
there is no defamatory in that. Don't threaten people by saying speculative and defamatory.
Mr.
No, don't
speculate. The Supreme Court of India. Are you putting a contempt of court on the Supreme Court? There is no defamation. No, 1 minute. Mr. Subramaniam, are you not aware that the Supreme Court of India cleared Mr. Chidambaram's name on the allegations made against him? This is a contempt of court issue.
I refuse to be cross-examined by you. You have no locus standi, whatever. I refuse to answer to you. Answer me this question. Answer this question. Answer this question. JPC is the foremost investigating body in the country. Why did they not investigate the three people who knew most about the matter? PC, Raja and Manmohan.
Absolutely.
Why did they not examine him? Is there not a suspicion?
Raja went to jail. Mr. Raja went to jail.
Okay, so we establish a precedent. 1 second, Sanjay Jha. 1 minute. 1 second, Sanjay Jha. Don't be so sure of your facts.
I do.
Don't be so sure. And I'd like to say this to you, Sanjay Jha.
Yep.
If you say that what I'm saying is speculative, go file a defamation case against me, and this time do it directly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now the question is very simply this. So, as far as the 2G cases, I like that smile because you know what I mean. Now,
I'm not deciding the quantum.
I said go file a defamation case and file it directly.
Anyway, let's cut the rhetoric out. Let's get down to facts, right?
To Sanjay,
let's talk to facts. Why are we getting
to Sanjay Jha, once again tonight I'm saying, if you feel what I'm saying is speculative, go file a defamation case against me and do so directly this time. And he knows what I mean. Now my question is tonight. Manmohan Singh has already admitted. Let's go to 2G. Manmohan Singh, we are looking at a certain set of circumstances. There's a person called Manmohan Singh. Manmohan Singh is not operating independently. In the case of the 2G scam and the appointment, in the case of the no assumptions. In the case of the 2G scam, Sankarshan, and the appointment of A. Raja, he said in February 2011, I had the pleasure of meeting Manmohan Singh. The only time I met him was at a press conference where I asked him a few questions and your party tried to censor me, which also failed. In that press conference, Sankarshan, you will remember, Manmohan Singh said, I am hamstrung by coalition compulsions. So, in that case, he was hamstrung by coalition compulsions. In this case, there were no coalition compulsions, Sankarshan. He was being hamstrung by something or somebody, but there was no DMK. So where was the pressure coming from?
From the state governments.
No. What Sankarshan?
Elections did not happen. BJP ruled state governments did not want auctions.
Sankarshan.
That's the reason why the whole process was delayed.
Sankarshan.
And the real scam is in BJP ruled states. It will be established.
Sanjay,
investigations of all
I think this is complete.
That's the reason why the BJP is extremely nervous today.
Can 1 second, please? Srikanth wants to come in. I just wanted to ask Sankarshan, do you believe here, Sankarshan, that the pressure was coming from within the Congress party or from BJP ruled states? Because I find it laughable and hypocritical to say that Manmohan Singh was being guided by Narendra Modi, or Manmohan Singh was being guided by another BJP chief minister, or that Manmohan Singh was being guided by Naveen Patnaik. Manmohan Singh could only have been guided, I'm sorry to say, by 24 Akbar Road.
Mining licenses are done in a federal system with both the central and state governments.
Please don't. Sankarshan, who do you blame?
Those are facts.
Who was Manmohan Singh being guided by?
Arnab, it is absolutely no secret that Manmohan Singh silences through his prime ministership, particularly in UPA 2, had a lot to do with the kind of internal political pressures, cross pressures that he was under. I think we must make a distinction here between Manmohan Singh, the man of integrity, unimpeachable honesty, etc., and Manmohan Singh, the Prime Minister, who either did not look at or winked or signed certain papers, and these things did happen during his tenure. In terms of the law, and there is also the distinction to be made between politics and the law. In terms of the law, Manmohan Singh today is respondent number 6, and the law will look at the whole affair very, very clinically. This is just Dr. Manmohan Singh.
And Sankarshan, Sankarshan.
No, 1 minute. Arnab, just let me make my point.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make
your point.
Also,
Please.
But often politics does exist outside or beyond legality. You had Indira Gandhi unseated by Jagmohan Lal Sinha. You had Lalu Yadav convicted. You have Jayalalitha convicted and in jail, but their parties have stood with those leaders. The fact about Manmohan Singh is he is neither of these three or many more. Or Narendra Modi. The BJP stood with him very strongly through all the charges that he faced as Gujarat Chief Minister. But Manmohan Singh is not either of these people that I have named who have been under judicial scrutiny and their parties have stood behind them. He is not a mass popular leader who will either make or break a political party. And I think that is a point to be made about Manmohan Singh.
Congress will dump Sankarshan. Congress will dump Manmohan Singh.
Well.
Congress will dump Manmohan Singh.
I don't think you saw the television today. You please keep your eyes open.
Congress.
I mean,
Congress will definitely dump him now.
Of the support that Dr. Manmohan Singh is
procession was to silence Dr. Manmohan Singh.
Every member of the Congress
It is a political drama done by Congress.
From the senior leadership down to the grassroots workers,
why suddenly,
down to the spokespeople from everyone, Dr. Manmohan Singh is going to be backed.
Why?
Because we are stunned and surprised that Dr. Manmohan Singh has been named as an accused, and this government of Mr. Modi,
Sankarshan,
this government of Mr. Modi,
please.
1 minute, that is allowed Amit Shah to get away without the court order being challenged by the CBI. Amit Shah roves around free. Masud Alam is a local hero in Jammu and Kashmir. And you have today situation where people who are accused in Muzaffarnagar riots have a Z+ security, and Dr. Manmohan Singh is an accused.
Sankarshan Thakur, I have one question for Sanjay Jha. I have one question for Sanjay Jha. Sankarshan, 1 minute. Sankarshan, a minute. I have one question for Sanjay Jha. One question for Sanjay Jha.
Please, make it 10. I'm okay.
One question is often enough to demolish your argument.
You might need 10.
No, even half a point will be enough, but in this case, I'll ask you.
Okay.
Who was putting pressure on Manmohan Singh to retain a corrupt man like Shibu Soren as coal minister?
Sorry?
Who was putting pressure? You want me to ask you the question a second time so you can prepare your answer?
I've read the book of Mr. Parak as well.
No. So you're preparing your answer?
No, I'm not. I'm ready.
Right. So my question to you is, who was putting pressure on Manmohan Singh?
No one. Shibu Soren was removed from the ministry.
No, 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please. The facts are with me. Shibu Soren was retained as coal minister by Manmohan Singh. He was brought back a second time despite his disgraceful and extremely corrupt record. My question to you, Sanjay Jha, is who is responsible for the decision to bring back Shibu Soren as the coal minister of India? Because it was in that time that the scam was happening. Who's responsible?
Well, let me tell you, the Prime Minister...
who is responsible?
The Prime Minister...
Who is
took his decisions. 1 minute, let me answer. Let me answer.
Yes.
The Prime Minister is the head. He's the political executive. He was the head.
So he's
guided in the decisions.
By
1 minute.
By whom?
Shibu Soren was not part of the Congress party.
No. Neither was A. Raja.
Yeah. So
neither was A. Raja. Neither was A. Raja. But before you explain, let me tell you. If those pulling the strings in the Congress party had a role in retaining tainted ministers like A. Raja in 2G,
you don't know whether they are tainted or not unless they become tainted.
You are defending A. Raja now?
I'm not.
You're not defending A. Raja.
When he was found to have done something wrong,
no, 1 minute.
He's the first minister in India's parliamentary history to
now
go to
here's
jail.
a quote. Here's a quote for you.
Yeah.
Here's a quote. February 2011. Turn your mind back to the time, Sanjay Jha, when there was a press conference where there were a few editors, including myself, in face-to-face proximity with Manmohan Singh.
I saw that. Yeah.
At that time, I asked Manmohan Singh a few questions. You know what he replied? He said complaints were coming in. He said about A. Raja, but I was not in a position to make up my mind if anything was seriously wrong.
Absolutely.
That meant
you need to find out, right?
Watch it. That means there was pressure.
Can you applaud the transparency and the honesty of the Prime Minister?
That means.
Do you or do you not? Let
me ask you. If a person commits a murder,
as a journalist, as a senior editor of Times Now, do you applaud the transparency and honesty of Dr. Manmohan Singh telling that complaints were coming? How many people talk that language? He was being so honest with you. When there was evidence, A. Raja went to jail.
That's what I wanted you to say.
What?
That's what I wanted you to say. I'm so glad you said
it. Went to jail.
An admission of guilt on the news hour tonight.
What do you mean?
An admission of guilt on the news hour tonight. TSR Subramaniam. An admission of guilt on the news hour tonight by Sanjay Jha, who says be grateful, we are honest. So, for example, for Mr. Sanjay Jha should go around giving medals to all the murderers if they simply come out and said we committed the murder.
Exactly.
This is the most unbelievable logic being presented. TSR Subramaniam.
That's your famous twist. I'm sorry.
There's no twist on this. TSR Subramaniam.
One more point to say, in Coalgate, PM was neither coal minister nor prime minister, only by the very simple fact. 2004, he agreed with Parak that auction is the new procedure to be done.
Yes.
8 years it took to implement it. All the 200, the entire number of kitty in the cupboard was empty by the old system. And then, do you think Manmohan did not implement his own decision for 8 years deliberately? There are clearly some other factors functioning there to ensure that all those were given away.
No, there is a person. TSR Subramaniam.
Mr. Subramaniam, I hope you are. I don't think you are following the case, because there are Chief Ministers Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Vasundhara Raje, Chief Minister of Jharkhand, all the mineral rich states, 95% of the mineral rich states were under the BJP, West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha, and they said no to auctions. And that is the fundamental issue of
to whom the licenses went.
You should know your facts, Mr. Subramaniam. You don't know your facts. Get to know your facts before you make an argument. The states said no to auctions, and that's the reason why it took time to build a political consensus. Let us not have a debate here where people come and have a political stance and don't know their substance. Argue with me on facts, Mr. Subramaniam, not on your own political viewpoint.
The fact is 2004, 2012.
And by the way,
let him speak now.
Why can't he at the NDA during 1998?
After Supreme Court came in, it took 10 days to get the consensus.
I'm asking once again tonight, did Sonia Gandhi, okay, let's make it more blunt. Shrikant Sharma ji, सवाल तो मेरा एक था, क्योंकि मनमोहन सिंह ने तो ये क्लियर कर दिया था कि ए राजा को मंत्री बनाने का जो प्रेशर था वो तो कांग्रेस पार्टी की तरफ से था। तो मैं पूछ रहा हूं कि शिबू सोरेन को मंत्री बनाए रखने का प्रेशर कहां से था? वो भी तो कांग्रेस पार्टी से ही होगा। उनके अंडर स्कैम हुआ तो फिर कौन रिस्पॉन्सिबल है जिन्होंने उनको मंत्री बनाए रखा? यानी कि 24 अकबर रोड से काफी दबाव आ रहा था। दैट इज द बेसिक क्वेश्चन टुनाइट। हु इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द डिसीजंस टेकन, मनमोहन सिंह और कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट सोनिया गांधी? यस, श्रीकांत शर्मा।
अर्नब, आज जो सोनिया गांधी जी का जो मार्च हुआ है वो अपने आप को बचाने के लिए हुआ है। वो अपने आप को स्वयं बचाना चाहती है कांग्रेस पार्टी। क्यों? क्योंकि प्राइम मिनिस्टर मनमोहन सिंह, फॉर्मर प्राइम मिनिस्टर मनमोहन सिंह लेकिन ऑफिस में थे, लेकिन प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफिस को 10 जनपद से सोनिया गांधी चला रही थी। नंबर 1, नटवर सिंह बता चुके हैं कि ऑपरेशन 10 जनपद से होते थे। जयंती नटराजन बता चुकी हैं कि सरकार को कौन चला रहा था। और जो मीडिया एडवाइजर थे मनमोहन सिंह साहब के, उन्होंने किताब लिख के बताया कि अल्टीमेटली सरकार 10 जनपद से चल रही थी और ये 10 जनपद का ही दबाव था कि कोल ब्लॉकों का आवंटन ट्रांसपेरेंट बिडिंग से नहीं हुआ और इसी से देश का नुकसान हुआ, देश की छवि खराब हुई, दुनिया के अंदर हम करप्ट स्टेट के नाम से जाने गए। और उसी का परिणाम है कि कांग्रेस के बुरे दिन शुरू होने वाले हैं। सेकंड, इस पूरे मैटर को कांग्रेस पॉलिटिसाइज करना चाहती है, पॉलिटिसाइज करना चाहती है, क्योंकि
सुनिए आप पहले ये बताइए शर्मा जी कि
कांग्रेस पॉलिटिसाइज करना चाहती है, जबकि सुप्रीम कोर्ट मॉनिटर कर रहा है पूरे मैटर को। सुप्रीम कोर्ट पूरे मैटर को मॉनिटर कर रहा है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक जज नियुक्त किया है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक पब्लिक प्रोसिक्यूटर नियुक्त किया है, और अब कोर्ट के सम्मान पर कांग्रेस बौखलाहट में है, क्योंकि सच लोगों के सामने आएगा, और जब सच आएगा तो कांग्रेस को अपना काला चेहरा छुपाने की जगह नहीं मिलेगी।
Doesn't work on me. No. First of all, I want to say tonight that Sanjay Jha trying to say that I accuse of being unfair, etc. See, Sanjay, one second. I am an experienced anchor and experienced judge. For me, try that on somebody else. So I'll tell you one thing. But the problem is, I do my job out of choice. You are making your arguments out of compulsion.
I'm not.
Now my next question to you is. Now my next question. No. I have a next question for you. I have a next question for you. I have a next question for you.
You and I are face to face.
No, I'm face to face, and I need to ask you a question. People are watching tonight. Look at that camera. Sanjay Jha, look at that camera. Look at that. No. You look at the camera, look at the viewer.
I'm fine. I'm looking at you.
Okay, thank you.
More attractive proposition than your camera.
Please, my question is very simple tonight, Mr. Jha. Very simple tonight. श्रीकांत जी एक सवाल मेरा ये इनके साथ मैं जरा पूछ लूं डायरेक्टली, इनको सवाल समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। Tell me one thing.
इन्होंने प्रश्न पूछा नहीं।
No, I'll tell you a question. On the 22nd of March 2005, is it true or not, Sanjay Jha, that on the 22nd of March 2005, a person called PC Parekh wrote a letter to the Prime Minister, right, where he said that Shibu Soren is trying to transfer directors, seek files he has no access to, and is stalling a number of policy initiatives. In other words, PC Parekh actually told Manmohan Singh that Shibu Soren is creating a scam within the coal ministry. Now, Manmohan Singh has still not told me why he didn't act against Shibu Soren despite getting that letter. In your view, Mr. Sanjay Jha, and restrict your answer to the question I'm asking, tear apart the rhetoric and please answer me. Was that a mistake of Manmohan Singh, or was that, in your view, a mistake of somebody else outside the government who was guiding Manmohan Singh?
Okay.
A mistake was made. You admit a mistake was made?
Answer?
No, do you admit a mistake was made? Do you admit a mistake was made?
Arnab, I'm not here
do you
to
admit
please
a mistake was made?
I'm sorry.
You don't have to please me to answer my question.
As a
was a mistake made?
For the Congress
was
party,
a mistake made?
I'm not here to be subjected to your intimidation.
It's a question. Why do you get intimidated by a straight question? I am asking you a question.
I'm telling you, Arnab Goswami, eyeball to eyeball.
I am asking you
what a distinctive pleasure for me.
Why did
I refuse to
Mr. Sanjay Jha answer the question?
To your extremely dramatic effort at trying to intimidate me.
The question is tonight, I repeatedly asking you, why did Manmohan Singh?
It is an exercise in futility.
Why did Manmohan Singh, and I'm asking you again, and the more you dodge my question, the more you'll expose yourself.
I'm not dodging.
Why did Manmohan Singh not act on the letter of PC Parekh where he warned him about Shibu Soren authoring the coal scam?
Okay.
Give me a clear answer tonight.
Can I speak?
Tell me.
You answered that yourself. You forgot.
What?
You said when you asked him a question during the interview that you had, when he met general people from the media, he told you that he had heard that there were some certain complaints that were emerging.
No, in the 2G scam he said there was in the 2G scam. In the 2G scam, in this case, who was putting pressure on him?
Let me answer. Yeah. And Dr. Manmohan Singh was taking the right steps to correct the influence of any.
Dr. Manmohan Singh was repeatedly. 1 second, Sanjay Jha. Dr. Manmohan Singh was repeatedly. One second. Dr. Manmohan Singh was repeatedly trying to correct the system.
I need to give a glass of water.
Between 2005 and 2013, and you're really cornered tonight.
I'm not.
Between 2005 and 2014, he was repeatedly asking for changes in the correction of the way in which coal block allocations were happening. Yeah. He asked for the coal block allocation process to change in 2005. Till now, it has not been done. Why was it not done? Why was it not done till the scam happened?
Let me answer.
Why was it not done?
Let me answer.
No, tell me why it was not
1 minute. Firstly, 1 minute.
Tell me why. Who was blocking?
The Supreme Court cancelled licenses.
That was after the scam happened.
From 1993.
No, that's a giveaway.
You're not answering.
No, that's a giveaway. Now you have no answers.
I think Newsar viewers will know.
Newsar viewers are seeing tonight.
Does not allow you an opportunity to answer.
I am asking you why did who this Manmohan Manmohan Singh, did Manmohan Singh do a wrong thing or a right thing by not acting on the letter of PC Parakh?
Dr. Manmohan Singh on 20th August 2004 told PC Parakh, get the competitive bidding process going, because he knew that discretionary allocations were not.
And on 27th of November 2004, so that history serves me right. On 27th of November 2004, a man known to be corrupt called Shibu Soren was reinducted in the cabinet, and he took over charge of the coal ministry from the Prime Minister. Was that a decision of Manmohan Singh or Sonia Gandhi?
Let me tell you.
Was that a decision of Manmohan Singh or Sonia Gandhi? Answer the question.
If Shibu Soren,
whose decision was it?
If Shibu Soren or any bureaucrat made any coal allocations which were illegal or wrong, they will be found by the CBI, because it is a Supreme Court.
One second. On 29th. Now you are in slippery ground. Now tell me one thing. On the 29th of January.
On the
29th. Yes, I have my facts with me, which you don't. On the 29th of January 2006, despite the raging controversy inside the government at that time, Shibu Soren was once again handed over the charge of the coal ministry. Was that a decision of Manmohan Singh or Sonia Gandhi?
Well, let me tell you.
Was that a decision of Manmohan Singh or Sonia Gandhi?
1 minute.
Whose decision was it?
1 minute. In a
Whose decision was it?
Can I answer? Firstly, I personally am not aware of it.
You're not aware of it?
How can, I mean, listen.
Viewers, now this is the last straw.
Listen, we are not told how cabinet allocations are made.
No. One second.
Anyway, but you're not listening to the larger
this
point.
This is incredible.
The
Congress spokesperson tells me he was not aware that Shibu Soren was reinducted into the coal ministry.
No, I'm saying we are not aware how the allocations are made and who does it. But there's a bigger issue here. My dear friend, there's a bigger issue.
What are you talking about?
Between 1998 to 2004, the coal allocations of the BJP were rejected by the Supreme Court as being illegal.
Why was Shibu Soren reinducted? Why was Shibu Soren reinducted?
Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, who has corrected the system.
Why was Shibu Soren reinducted? Why was Shibu Soren reinducted?
Well, let me tell you, the problem is with the state governments. You're not looking at the fundamental...
one second. Viewers, at this time, I think this is the biggest goof up that Sanjay Jha has made in a long time. Because now he says that the state governments are responsible for Shibu Soren being given the ministry.
The state governments are responsible for coal allocation.
Mr. Subramaniam, I did not know that state governments decided cabinet portfolios.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying state governments of coal allocation. You're not listening.
I give up.
You better, because you give up with you completely wrong.
I really think this is bizarre.
Well, I'm hoping that viewers are hearing you. I have said, and I repeat it again, state governments are responsible for the state, for the allocation of coal blocks.
He didn't say that.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see how Arnab is twisting things.
You know, Arnab, can I, Arnab, you know, I thought for a moment we were watching Muhammad Ali versus Foreman here. You almost came very close to mimicking that.
I think I'm Ali.
Having said that, Sanjay Jha didn't say.
Yeah, I never said that. I think
I don't know which is which.
Yeah.
I don't know which is which. But the point is, you know, Arnab, seriously, if anyone thinks or says or asserts that Manmohan Singh was his own man as Prime Minister, I mean, how much farther from the truth can that person be?
Absolutely.
Who do you want
on
that
no point,
on
no
believe?
point. On no point of importance was he the Prime Minister.
Who will believe Manmohan Singh was his own man, that he was not working in the Prime Minister's office with his hands tied or someone else writing his hand? You know,
Sankarshan, if you can just give me 15 seconds.
We as journalists have covered two tenures of his as Prime Minister, and at so many times it was very, very clear that this Prime Minister was very unhappy with the lack of support that he was getting from the party or the pressures that he was coming under from his party. And I remember twice or thrice during the release of the UPA's annual report, and that happened at 7 RCR, the Prime Minister, in fact, once he put it on record, I think it was year 2, when he did lament the lack of support that his policies were getting from the party. That is the policy aspect. But the pressure aspect, happened all the time.
No, the pressure aspect.
Sankarshan, just one point. Sankarshan, just one point.
Is that for anyone to deny?
No, Sankarshan, my friend, just one point. You know, when you're talking about Dr. Manmohan Singh, let me tell you, his own man, you don't need a better instance or example than the fact that he put his prime ministerial and his own government at stake on the Indo-US
on the nuclear deal. Yes.
No, I'll tell you.
On the nuclear deal, I agree. Yes.
Please do not give him credit. Do not deny him.
That does not describe his whole.
I think what I remember.
The Congress party is. The Congress party is the
for
creature
any
of
CBI
power.
summons, Sanjay Jha, you must answer this.
The
In
Congress
future,
party
any
is the
CBI
creature of
summons
power.
comes, will Sonia Gandhi walk the talk and walk to the person who got the summons?
Well, Mr.
Why is
Gopalan,
she
I'm
doing
glad
the
you
drama
asked the
today?
question. I don't know whether
Why
you
is
read
she
the
doing the
Talabira
drama
court
today?
report of the CBI, but I can tell you that we will contest this in higher courts and Dr. Singh will stand vindicated. If you want, I can repeat that for your benefit. I don't know what the legal process is going to be in the future, but the Congress party is 100% and beyond convinced
Fair play to
that the
that.
allegations made against Dr. Singh
fair play
are
to that.
completely unfounded and wrong.
I find it very interesting that today this is the same Congress party which has forgotten what Rahul Gandhi did when Manmohan Singh was on a foreign tour. He tore up the ordinance and he said the Prime Minister of this country had no powers. Today it's very interesting that his mother has to come out and take the walk, because Manmohan Singh, for Manmohan Singh, this will be a... I said this at the beginning of News Hour tonight. Manmohan Singh is thrilled tonight, because Manmohan Singh, for him, it is his greatest moment that he has made Sonia Gandhi walk from 24 Akbar Road to his house. Anyway, I'll give a last word here. Now tell me, श्रीकांत जी, ये बताइए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लीडर्स और मनमोहन सिंह के बीच में क्या ये बातचीत चल रही है आजकल? I'm sure Manmohan Singh is not joining the BJP. Then what is going on?
I'd like to hear that one.
Yeah.
अर्नब
जी,
हाउस जब चलता है तो हम तो सबसे बात करते हैं। हाउस में मनमोहन सिंह जी फॉर्मर प्राइम मिनिस्टर
प्रधानमंत्री
हैं,
तो
हाउस के सदस्य भी हैं।
राज्यसभा में
अगर आ रहे हैं बातचीत करने में, कोई किसी को कोई आपत्ति नहीं होती है, लेकिन कोर्ट अपना... संजय प्लीज
क्या हो जाता है? मौन व्रत रखते हैं क्या?
अरे संजय,
मोदी जी
संजय प्लीज सुन लीजिए,
लेकिन राज्यसभा में चुप्पी क्यों?
प्लीज काइंडली लिसन।
नो, आई डोंट हैव टू काइंडली लिसन, आई हैव टू टेल यू दिस फैक्ट।
संजय प्लीज काइंडली लिसन।
सुनिए, राजनीति कर रहे हैं तो सुनने का भी थोड़ा एक कोशिश तो कीजिए। आप नाकामयाब रहिएगा लेकिन कोशिश कीजिए।
अच्छा, आप बोल रहे हैं पूरा देश आपको सुन रहा है। संजय जी, आप बोल रहे हैं पूरा देश आपको सुन रहा है। सोनिया जी ने क्या किया है वो भी पूरा देश देख रहा है। किस तरीके से कोल ब्लॉक्स को आपने अखबार वालों को दे दिया और 2G स्पेक्ट्रम को आपने कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनियों को दे दिया। कोल ब्लॉक्स को आपने अखबार और टीवी वालों को दे दिया, परचून की दुकान चलाने वालों को दे दिया, और 2G स्पेक्ट्रम को आपने कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनियों को दे दिया, और देश की जो छवि बनाई आपने करप्ट कंट्री की छवि बना दी। और सोनिया गांधी जी पिछले दरवाजे से पूरी सत्ता चला रही थी और आज अपने आप को बचाने के लिए मनमोहन सिंह जी के दरवाजे पर पहुंच गए। आपको थोड़ी शर्म आनी चाहिए, शर्म आनी चाहिए। एक तो करप्शन आप करते हैं, दूसरा लोगों को आप सुनते नहीं है। आपकी गलत हैबिट है, आप सुन लीजिए, आप हमेशा इंटरप्ट करते हैं, किसी को नहीं बोलने देते हैं टीवी पर,
लोगों से
करप्शन करते हैं,
बहुत
बैड गवर्नेंस आप करते हैं
लोगों को सुनने के बाद,
और टीवी पर आप किसी को बोलने नहीं देते हैं।
तो आपको तो हम नहीं बोलने देंगे क्योंकि आप गलत, बेबुनियाद, बेतुका, बेकार बात करते हैं। आप
देश नहीं, सोनिया जी देश चला रही थी, गलत है क्या? जयंती नटराजन ने जो कहा है वो गलत है क्या?
कौन है? कांग्रेस
नटवर सिंह जो कहते थे वो गलत है क्या? संजय बारू की किताब में जो लिखा है वो गलत है क्या?
वापस लाइए, काला धन 15 लाख लाइए भारत के।
हमारा घर बहुत अच्छा है संजय सिंह।
भाषण मत दीजिए।
शशिकांत जी, मैं अंत में सिर्फ एक बात कहूंगा। आई वांट टू से No, watch. I just want to observe. I want to observe here that while his facts are getting worse, his Hindi is improving. Sanjay Jha. Yes, what do you have to say, TSR Subramaniam?
Arnab, one word. I was with you 4 or 5 years back when I think Kapil Sibal had said zero loss.
Yeah,
For 3-4 years, we know what happened to that statement.
Yeah.
Today, I saw an equally fantastic statement by an ex-law minister who said that in India today, rule of law is in crisis. I mean, it's a fantastic statement, and particularly coming from an ex-law minister. This was not said when 2G took place, when so-and-so took place. I don't think any sane person in India can make that statement. No. It only means the party is in crisis. Party is in crisis.
Accused murderers out on bail. Amit Shah's court order is not even challenged by the CBI. I think these are crises.
I know a minister. I know another minister, Mr. Subramaniam.
Should speak out.
Mr. Subramaniam, I know another minister. When he's speaking to journalists, he thinks he's speaking to people in nursery school. I won't name the person. We all know who he is. In a very patronizing tone, like he's speaking to kindergarten students, this particular minister, in a very pompous tone, said, "If coal is not mined, it remains buried in Mother Earth. If it remains buried in Mother Earth, where is the loss?"
Even during this auction, it was.
So that's the point tonight. Tonight I would like to interview
Even
that
on
minister
this
as
occasion
well.
it was.
All right, gentlemen, it's a high point on the debate. The only thing improving about Sanjay Jha's appearance on the News Hour tonight is not his facts but his Hindi.
Oh, yeah.
That's a compliment to him.
We will
thank you all.
let Arnab have that last word since he's the anchor. But you know I don't agree with it.
I thank you all for joining me on debate number 2 on the News Hour tonight.
Yeah.